We reserve a few minutes on Sunday morning to suggest news or trends that seem to be predicted by a literal futurist reading of Bible prophecy. We are careful to use recognized, reliable sources for our news. There's a lot of sensationalism surrounding unfulfilled Bible prophecy. We certainly don't want to add to that or say things that would get people to go off message. We're not saying that the things we report are the definite fulfillment of prophecy, only that they're the things you'd expect by holding a Bible in one hand and a newspaper in the other. Or I guess your TV controller now, right? Who still gets the newspaper? Raise your hand so we can pray for you. Anyway, I'm sorry. One of the most outrageous predictions found in the book of the Revelation of Jesus Christ has to do with an image that comes to life. I best read it to you, but first we need to meet two prominent people in this passage. In the Revelation, the world leader commonly called the Antichrist is mostly called the Beast. Sometimes your friends who don't believe the way we do will try and stump you and say, how many times is the Antichrist mentioned in Revelation? And you'll guess something. I'll say, none. There's never any mention of Antichrist. Well, that's because he's called the Beast in the Revelation. He has like 35 names, I think. So anyway, the beast. In the passage I'm going to read, he is the first beast. Then the Antichrist has an associate who's a false prophet capable of doing signs and wonders. He is called the second beast. Then I saw a second beast coming up out of the earth, and he exercises all the authority of the first beast in his presence, causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast. He performs great signs so that he even makes fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. He deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image to be killed. Until very recently, futurists have had almost no idea what this image might be or how it could be given breath or how it would kill anyone who didn't worship. Today, it isn't so difficult to see this as a form of advanced artificial intelligence, or AI. And by advanced, I mean sentient, able to think for itself. The article I'm going to quote from today is pretty comical. It seems harmless enough, but it is a form of AI that is already uncontrollable with what we might call a mind of its own. The title of the article is, Facebook's new AI can tell lies and insult you, so don't trust it, warns the company. These excerpts. Meta's, remember Facebook is called Meta now? I'm sure you are right on top of that because it's so important. But anyway, Meta's BlenderBot3. These guys need serious help with their names, right? BlenderBot3. It's a chatbot that has been released to the public for users in the US to try. The company claims that its AI can search the internet and chat about nearly any topic. It's even been given the ability to self-improve and learn how to communicate better through conversation with humans. However, while the bot is designed to help Meta make better AI-based conversational systems, the tech giant has also admitted that it has a few behavioral problems. In an FAQ about the bot, Meta said, users should be aware that despite our best attempts to reduce such issues, the bot may be inappropriate, rude, or make untrue or contradictory statements. Meta goes on to say, the bot's comments are not representative of Meta's views as a company and should not be relied on for factual information, including but not limited to medical, legal, or financial advice. This is a crack up to me because Facebook and Twitter and all these others, they've been kicking people off for misinformation, and especially about medical things. And now they're saying our bot is going to give you misinformation, so don't trust it. They don't mention in the article, but when asked about Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, BlenderBot3 says he is creepy. The company added that it has worked to minimize how much the bot uses swear words, insulting language, or culturally insensitive phrases. Sounds like the old curmudgeon on Twitter or something, but anyway, it's pretty crazy. So this is an AI that is learning from its interactions with people and it's already out of control in terms of telling the truth, lying, swearing, those kinds of things. Now, interesting, there is a small overlooked detail in the passage from the Revelation I read. It says that the second beast will tell those who dwell on the earth to make the image of the beast. So he doesn't fashion it himself or make it himself, those on the earth. AI is created, or it advances, I should say, by user participation. And so the more that it interacts with human beings, the more it grows and gets to know different things. And so you might say that people make AI in that interaction. And so tiny detail there, but it seems to be pointing to, if it happened today, if you say, hey, today we're going to have the image of the beast, I'd say, well, it's going to be AI. It's going to be artificial intelligence. I'm not saying it will definitely power the image. I'm saying that this is the kind of tech advance you expect from reading the Bible. 2,000 years ago, John said there's going to be an image that has breath and life, and it's going to be made by all the people of the world, and it's going to police for the Antichrist. Well, people did think he was crazy. We believe the resurrection and rapture of the church is imminent. The Lord is going to come, resurrect the dead in Christ, and rapture living believers. He promised he would do that before the wrath of God is coming on the earth in the Great Tribulation. You want to read a great little book? I was listening to it the other day. It's a classic. H.A. Ironside, not the guy in the wheelchair, the Bible teacher. H.A. Ironside, Harry Ironside, is called Not Wrath, but Rapture. And he goes through the scriptures. A couple things we might disagree on, but there's a good job of showing how the church will be in heaven during all of the Great Tribulation. So are you ready for the rapture? If not, get ready, stay ready, keep looking up, because, ready or not, Jesus is coming.